Hello everyone, today we'll take a look at the best HP laptops in the market for 2021. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these laptops, you can check out the links in the description below. Before we start, I have a question for you guys. Which laptop are you using right now, and what is your opinion on it? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. HP Omen 15 Best Gaming Laptop. The HP Omen 15 is a powerful gaming laptop which packs in a strong performance and excellent visuals despite being heavy and bulky to carry around on a daily basis. HP is coming through with a whole new design for the Omen line, and I've got to say I'm liking what I'm seeing, and that's despite the majority of the Omen 15 chassis being made of plastic. The shadow black finish just looks premium, especially the lid with that shiny new diamond emblem that gently transitions from a deep lapis lazuli to aquamarine. My heart took flight watching the Tenet trailer on the Omen 15's 15.6-inch 1920 by 1080 pixel display, and not just because of the inspirational subject matter. The colours were incredibly vibrant. When it comes to performance, this beast is packed with an Intel Core i7-10750H, 32GB DDR4 RAM, 512GB PCIe NVMe SSD, and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 Super Max-Q, which means you can play any AAA game without a single problem. True, it's not using one of NVIDIA's more powerful GPUs, but it can still deliver solid frame rates depending on the settings. Plus, you get a lovely display, good battery life for a gaming laptop, and great performance and transfer rates. Number 4. HP Envy X360 Best for the money. This one has a beautiful all-metal design with thin screen bezels, has a great audio quality, a long-lasting battery life, and many other amazing features that'll make you take a look at it. Plus, it's not as pricey as other premium laptops. As for the HP Envy X360's 13-inch touchscreen, it's about as good as you could reasonably expect at this price point. Thanks to IPS technology, colors are accurate and the viewing angles of the panel itself are excellent, while maximum brightness levels are good though not stellar, and the Gorilla Glass cover does introduce some reflections. It has an AMD 6-core Ryzen 5 4500U CPU, an 8GB 2400MHz DDR4 SD RAM, and 256GB PCIe solid-state drive. It has one USB 3.1 Type-C port, two USB 3.1 ports, an HDMI port, one microphone headphone combo jack, and one micro SD media card reader. Its operating system is Windows 10 Home, and also its graphic coprocessor is an AMD Radeon Vega 8. The average battery life for this laptop can last up to 11 hours, which is great. It's a great laptop overall, has many great features that'll help you finish your everyday tasks without a problem, and if you've decided to buy a laptop, you should check this one out and see if this is the laptop you are looking for. Number 3. HP Elite Dragonfly Best Business Laptop. The HP Elite Dragonfly offers tons of security, nearly 13 hours of battery life, and solid performance in one of the prettiest chassis ever. Simply put, this laptop is absolutely stunning. It comes in a gorgeous iridescent Dragonfly blue color option that simply stands out wherever you plop it down. Thanks to the magnesium chassis, it's extremely light too. You can find the Dragonfly with a 1000 nit 1080p display with SureView, or opt for a 550 nit 4K display, and we're sure both of those look absolutely phenomenal. And the keyboard? Oh, the HP Elite Dragonfly's keyboard is sublime. With how thin this laptop is, HP could have easily got away with putting a shallow, clicky affair in here, think Apple Butterfly keyboard, but it didn't. It's packed with an Intel i5-8265U 4-core with 16GB of RAM and 1TB PCIe SSD. The Dragonfly is louder than its namesake, but not by much. Outfitted with a 4-cell 56-watt-hour battery, the laptop can last up to 13 hours, which consists of continuous web surfing at 150 nits of brightness. This Dragonfly is a luxury product. It's the Galaxy S20 Ultra or the iPhone 11 Pro Max of business laptops. It's awesome, but most people don't need it. If you can go without the fancy features, a cheaper configuration will work just fine. Number 2. HP Envy 17T Best 17-inch Laptop. It's not particularly cheap, nor particularly fast, nor particularly light, nor particularly anything. But the HP Envy 17 is a stylish everyday workhorse laptop that I like, with a large 17-inch screen that gives it a little bit extra productivity oomph for remote work or school. The NV17's star attraction is its 17.3-inch LED backlit display, available in either Full HD 1920 by 1080 pixel or 4K UHD native resolutions. Our review configuration has the latter, with dimensions of 3840 by 2160 pixels. Despite the weight and the build quality issues, the NV17 is undeniably good-looking. HP has endowed it with a minimalist aesthetic, which means it'll blend in with virtually any modern decor. The clean lines and squared edges complement the silver color scheme, and thoughtful design flourishes include hiding the cooling vents in the display lid so as not to mar the otherwise uncluttered surfaces. The HP NV17T is reasonably well equipped in the hardware department, featuring a 10th generation Intel i7 1065G7, 16GB of RAM and 1TB HD plus 256GB NVMe SSD. For a laptop of this price, this is a decent offering. The performance is somewhat marred, however, by the lack of an SSD in the configuration we tested. The HP NV17T might have a notable number of drawbacks, but it manages to offer enough to potential buyers to make it an attractive offering for the price. Number 1. HP Spectre X360 13. Best overall. Straight out of the box, it's clear that the HP Spectre X360 of 2020 is a high-quality piece of hardware. The brushed metal finish means the whole laptop feels robust, and the same build quality extends to the namesake 360-degree hinge that enables it to swap between laptop and tablet modes. Power buttons are typically found somewhere on the top portion of the keyboard deck or somewhere on the side, but on the Spectre X360 13, the power button is camouflaged on the left beveled edge of the HP convertible. The Spectre X360 sports a 13.3-inch AMOLED display that'll take your breath away. Intel's 10th generation laptop CPUs pull their weight and then some, so pairing one with a solid 16GB of high-speed RAM means that the HP Spectre X360 of 2020 chews up everyday work tasks with ease. The battery life is still good. Standard use will see it last all workday, around 10 hours, without needing to charge. With good battery life and the help of Windows 10 tablet mode, this device is as flexible as they come. Buying guide. Build quality. It may seem obvious, but build quality is very important in an Ultrabook. Some manufacturers try to cut corners and weight by adding more plastic to the device, while others go for aluminium and fiber-inspired builds. The rule of thumb in these cases is the less plastic, the longer the Ultrabook is likely to last. Also, pay attention to the weight. Anything that weighs over 1.75 kilograms is getting dangerously close to the traditional notebook territory. Storage drive, aka hard drive. Even more important than the speed of your CPU is the performance of your storage drive. If you can afford it and don't need a ton of internal storage, get a laptop with a solid-state drive or SSD rather than a hard drive, because you'll see at least 3 times the speed and a much faster laptop overall. Among SSDs, the newer PCIe X4 aka NVMe units offer triple the speed of traditional SATA drives. Sub-$250 laptops use eMMC memory, which is technically solid-state, but not faster than a mechanical hard drive. Display. The more pixels you have, the more content can fit on screen and the sharper it'll look. Sadly, some budget laptops still have 1366 by 768 displays, and so do a few business laptops. But if you can afford it, we recommend paying extra for a panel that runs at 1920 by 1080, also known as Full HD or 1080p. Higher-end laptops have screens that are 2560 by 1600, 3200 by 1800, or even 3840 by 2160 or 4K, which all look sharp but consume more power, lowering your battery life. Graphics chip. If you're not playing PC games, creating 3D objects, or doing high-res video editing, an integrated graphics chip, one that shares system memory, will be fine, especially Intel's latest Iris Plus graphics. If you have any of the above needs, though, a discrete graphics processor from AMD or Nvidia is essential. As with CPUs, there are both high and low-end graphics chips. Low-end gaming or workstation systems today usually have Nvidia MX250 or GTX 1650 GPUs, while mid-range models have RTX 2050 or RTX 2060, and high-end models of RTX 2070 or 2080 GPUs.